Hello, good morning, and welcome back to Floramancer. So, how has everyone been? Zareth has been trying to get into larger mod packs, and some are complicated. Yes, I agree with that. I've been poking around with Enigmatica 6 in my free time. Yep, there's a lot of mods nowadays that I'm not familiar with, so it takes a little longer and they feel complicated. So I understand. I understand. No, RL craft is not something that I have an interest in. But anyway, today I want to just go over what we have running currently, where we are as far as advancements go. I don't really feel like cracking into the Kekamuras. I did do some creative testing to try to plan out how many I could place. I have no idea if we could keep up with how many, but again, I always try to do my setup so that I can just parallelize and increase as I have resources. So I'd switch over to that, but it takes almost 10 minutes now for my main world to load from, loading the world. And that's just, that's torture for anyone wanting to stream. So we're going to stay here for now. Yeah. We might switch over at the end of the stream so that you can see what the layout is for the Kekamuras that I have. Because I won't need to switch back to this world. But anyway, we're looking right here at the board of all of the generating flowers we currently have on full auto. That means we can make the resources that it needs, we can craft the flowers on demand, and we can collect all of the mana from them. So we're doing really well. We've got 4 flowers left. The Kekamuras, we just need to get the Kekamuras flower crafting done and, set up the generator. You can see here, if you look up here, this is kind of the order of things that we need to get all the way to Shulk-Me-Nots. So we're ready to do the Keks right now. And then in order to do the Rafflesia, we need to get the Rune of Pride automated. And I don't think we need resources. Oop, I did some building. I'll show you in a moment. We have everything. So we don't have lavender quartz. We'll have to automate lavender quartz. That's not a hard thing. We just need to do a peony or a lilac and bone meal it like we're doing our sunflowers. So we'll just do that. No problem. All right. So that, no problem. And then actually get the runes crafting. Then the Rafflesia itself is everything we already have. And then we have to actually set up the system to do what? Yeah, we need to give it flowers, crafted flowers. And I've decided to go with the cheapies. Pure Daisies and Mana Stars both only require petals, just like the Hydrangea and the Endoflame, but we're not using these, and I'd be kind of concerned about running behind with Endoflames or Hydrangeas if we use a whole bunch of them just to feed another flower. So white petals are not used in a whole lot of flowers, and neither are cyan ones. I think red and green are. Anyway, these are cheap flowers to feed to the Rafflesia. And since we're in 112, we don't need to feed it a whole bunch of variety. That comes up, I think it was switched in 114. Anyway, current versions of Botania require more variety, for maximum efficiency. But since we're in 112, 2 is enough. It just can't eat the same thing in a row. So you switch between the 2. I believe that's it. Yeah. So we can get that one going, and then we're definitely going to need to get a chorus fruit farm going. And that was the bane of my existence in season 1. because I could never make it large enough, grow fast enough, produce enough to keep the 2 shulk-me-nots that we had running. So we're gonna have to figure out a massive farm. Massive. That's my only thought. It's gonna have to be really huge. And that's kind of where we are with things. All right. Our board over here is all lit up, which means all of these are automatically being generated for us and collected. And as far as Botania resources, we have quite a bit of the board done. There's the lavender that we need to do for the Rune of Pride. But yeah, we've got quite a few things on here lit up, and some of these we could go ahead and quickly automate, like Elementium and Dreamwood. Yeah, we could get those Elf Glass. We need to automate Mana Glass before we can do Elf Glass. We haven't done Mana Glass yet. I should plunk one up there. Do I have any? Let's grab my... It'd be in here, right? Yep. I have 4 pieces. So let's put it there. Can we even tell the difference? I guess we can a little bit. Anyway, so those are the things we have there. Let me show you what I have done. Oh, that we don't need. Oh, hang on. That's what I accidentally picked up, so we're gonna get rid of you. Let's show you the building that I have done. So this is where I worked this last week. Finally getting a bit of a canopy on top of our little artificial forest. It's not done, but yep, you can come in here now and our artificial forest is looking all right. I'm not sure what we're going to do as far as the hallway toward the Alpine portal, and I do want to get rid of this. I want to move the resource checks, and this is probably a place where I'm going to use force relays to move blocks up and down, and I can, instead of the pistons here, this block will just be bound to a force relay and it'll move up and down. I don't foresee these moving up and down a lot to cause the lag issue that we had at the beginning of the world when that one was moving every few seconds. But we are going to move all our resource checks down here. I built this little bit down here a long time ago specific for that purpose and then never used it. So we're gonna use it. And I wanted to make this a whole circle. I just haven't done it yet. So right now this is just a bunch of the water buckets. Yeah, I must have a ton of them. Yeah. I believe that's really all the building I took time to do. I also put here. Whoop. Did some changes to our farm. I did a couple of tweaks. One, this is the layer that has been incomplete for the longest time. It's still incomplete. I have to do the item frames and then configure them and then oops. So I need to connect to that one. I'm glad I was here when it harvested because now I can see I need to do this force relay needs to go to this one. Let's mark it somehow. Hopefully I can remember that because it stopped here. So it needs to go to there and bounce that way. All right. Great. And since I picked up some stuff, let's put it away. But I have another floor in preparation. This I think will be the last layer, and it's going to be potatoes and carrots again. We desperately need to build up our carrot supply. because the rabbit farm is really consuming them, and we're going to need them for cellular blocks as well. Not as nearly as much quantity, but we're losing carrots instead of maintaining or gaining, so we need to have more carrot farm. And so I have that set up, but I also decided we really needed another row of Drums of the Wild to harvest the crops, because if you remember from previous streams, we weren't harvesting all of them. And so I just put in another row here. I put in a mana pool, since this is the one that actually is getting filled up to maintain the farm. Yeah, and just added more redstone, added another row. This one goes almost all the way down to the bottom. I think it stops in this section. I don't think it goes through here. There's a mana pool, I think, collecting, yeah. There. I don't have a spark on this mana pool at this point, but once it's full, then I'll need to. But yeah, that's what I've done. Feels good. This farm is the laggiest thing on the server, on my world. When it goes off, it stops everything else. So yeah. Today I have a couple of things I would like to do. There are some tasks that are incomplete. I'm not sure. We have all of the ancient tome stuff yet to do that in this chest that we need to complete. These are all the finished ones. And that's going to require grinding for XP and combining books, and isn't that fun? And I have decided I would like to work on switching mana tablets over to mana rings. Somewhere something's got a bunch of tablets. Something's bugged. I wonder if it's this over here. No. Okay, where are all the mana tablets going? This is the game that you play when you're trying. We have over 100 mana tablets, and there was only 83 there. So one of these pools isn't configured correctly, and they're just sitting. Let's see. We built this one brand new. Is it over here? No. Oh, fun. This one's been reliable. There they all are. Alright, so why? This says 0. Are you not? That says fill to tablet. Why did you drop so many? There's like, oh boy. There's a lot of them, and they're all empty. Why? Oh. I see why this block is here. We'll replace that block. Let me get these tablets back into the system. Let's chuck them in this one. Whoop. Alright. How many times are we going to end up doing this? Look at them all. Goodness. Does this have... Yeah, we don't have to go so far. Alright, so we need to fix that, obviously. And that one's full. We need to upgrade that one. Oh, mistakes were made. how many of them are there? Have I been like bleeding mana tablets for a while and not noticing? Okay. There's 77 I put in there, so I've already pulled like 100 out of this pool. Oh my gosh. What did I do? Okay, that's all of them. So this block over here, it should have been retracted. Did it blink too fast? What do I have? I have a similar setup right here. And it looks fine. Maybe I goofed, and when I built it I placed the block there instead of on the sticky piston. We'll start with that, and we'll have to keep an eye on it. I should have, yeah, crafted bricks here. Because this should not request a mana tablet until this is full. So, yeah. I'm pretty sure we should start seeing these fill up. Yeah, okay. Well, that was quite a snafu. Anyway, back to our initial plan. See, look at that. We had 150 over there. Wow. Goodness. Anyway, I think I would like to upgrade these to the mana rings. These, the greater bands of mana. They hold 2 mana pools per ring instead of a half of a mana pool, which is what these are holding. It means that the systems that need mana will request less often, and the things that are picking up mana will do the same. So there'll be less requests. I think that's really the only difference. The challenge is I'm going to need to have a decent amount of the bands of mana. The greater bands, both empty and a full one, so I can change the configuration of the drawers, and I have to do that in a way so that somewhere something isn't requesting something I don't have yet. So it's not hard, it's just time consuming. So there is that. That is something I would like to work on. I would also like to work on the other beacons. Now the swirls I'll do on my own because they take a long, they take a long, arduous, boring thing to put together, and I need to go up with that one quite a bit yet, at least to the same height that this one is. But we have 2 more that we need to place. Hello, nice to see you. Welcome. So we need to put one here and we need to put one here. So we've got matchies. And remember, this one's going to be pink and purple, and this one's going to be green and brown. Green and blue, green and brown, because this is blue and that's blue. Okay. So we have that to do. That's a lot of elementium to craft, a lot of Terra Steel to craft. Remember, we're not going to do all Terra Steel. Here's our plan. Remember our plan for the different swirls. We've got this swirl and the blue one half done. Here's our pink and purple one, and then this is our, oh, we did green and yellow. Green and yellow, and then the beacon is going to be a mixture of Terra Steel and Emerald. If we have a lot of mana, which is likely possible, we could be switching the Emerald blocks out for Terra Steel, and that's not a problem. At this point, we are gaining mana versus losing. As you can see, we're up to 86. And it's just going to keep going up because we're making more than we're consuming at this point. And let's just get you up to date on our advancements. So we have several of these flowers running that just aren't done yet. We have a Munch Dew, so we're at 17 pools for Munch Dew. We have an Entropinium and we're at 33. And we have a Gormarilla. We have several Gormarillas that we're now at 98. So we're almost halfway done with that one. That's fantastic. And then the one that we set up last weekend, the Spectral Lotus, we now have 5. I did a little bit of calculations and not enough. But you remember we have our Spectral Lotus over here consuming 16 wool every 30 seconds. That's what we have it currently set at. Do you know how much wool that is in an hour? It's almost 2,000. So I don't know if our sheep farm is producing 2,000 wool an hour. I don't know. I can't remember how many sheep I have here. So there's that. But then I don't know if this is keeping up. Why are you just all white without changing? What broke over here? Is there wool sitting there? That's usually what's happened before. No. Is it off? Oh, no, it's not off, it's on. Something's happened over here too then. What is going on? Oh, there's no mana in here. Well, that would explain that. Why? Okay, so it's connected to this one. Why don't you have mana? You're currently at dominant. And you're connected to this here. Why are you empty? That's a flaw. Now that I think about it. This is a, yeah, because it's only using mana from that, and that's turned off, which means these are all out of mana. What I need is one of these to be a flip the farm. It needs to go the other way. It needs to be better. So we'll need to fix that. Let me jot that down so I don't forget. Mana filling at the disco pad. Jay has redeemed balanced diet. Great. Do you have a food you'd like me to eat or just switch? Whatever floats your boat. Great. So let's take a look at what we have eaten. I even made a book, but I haven't gone through it. We should probably do that because we are trying to get the advancement of eating all the foods in the game. And I don't think, have we had melon slices yet? That might be something. I don't see it on the list. I don't have it on that list, so let's add mellow. Go for crying out loud. And we'll do melon. Woo! All right, and we'll go put our cooked salmon away. You like my base, huh? It's so work in progress. It's insanely work in progress, but yeah. Got a lot of things going on. Botania is the best mod ever. Alright, so we need to fix that or our sheep, everything will cascade die if we don't switch that over. So let's do that. Let's grab one of each of these. Let's take that off so it doesn't auto charge. And it's not magic. Nope. Not really magic. I would argue that to my... Constantly, I would argue that. Alright, so changing this will require us to... Maybe we should get our shulker boxes out because we need to do like this one here. So we need to do this little setup, right? So that we can actually get mana, because clearly we're not, because we're collecting mana here and we're collecting mana there, and it needs to go the other direction. Or we're just gonna have to build another one of these, because this still needs to collect the mana from all the XP floating around here. Well, if there's anything you're curious about, I'm open to sharing. I don't know why this does not have a carrot here. Anyway, let's fix this. We're gonna make another one of those. Well, actually, one of the ones that are over there, over here, so that this pool doesn't run out, because that's why our disco board has stopped. All right, let's get what we need. I think I have most of it here. Start with the platform. We need a mana pool. So let's craft that. And it's going to need a spark on it. And we're going to need an open crate. And then the corporea stuff. We need a funnel. We need a couple of sparks. We're going to need a drawer that's not a 2x2. We're going to need a sticky piston, and then we're going to need some redstone. You. And I like mana glass for... Okay. And we're just gonna put it, let's put it right over here. There's where our pool's going. I want to make sure that doesn't connect there. And so we need the redstone. And it's gonna go okay, and we need this guy there, and our red string container here pointing at that. All right, let's start. We need a hopper. Do I have? I have that. And I don't have any wood. Do I still have no wood? I don't. Well, let's fetch some wood. $16 birch. Okay. And we can make the drawer while we're here. All right. Put the hopper into that. And we need the corporeal funnel on top. Let's smack it with that. All right. Okay. Woohoo! Next steps, some redstone. We need a comparator, a couple of repeaters, redstone torch. We'll need a hovering hourglass. We don't need an item frame, do we? Yes, we do. We need an item frame. And we need a flower pot, and I think a sapling, which means we need a second comparator. Grab some redstone dust. Alright, so comparators go from the mana pool, and we need the repeater here into the torch, and that's where the sticky piston is going. So why is this so much higher? Did I build it wrong? It's been quite a while since I've built one of these. No, that's right. All right. Boop. Boop. That doesn't need to be... We can do that, and that'll work there. Hourglass, which we will put some... yeah. We'll put... Well, I don't know how many seconds the other ones are, but probably like 30 seconds, maybe 20. Let's get this configured. This needs to be... Oh, I need to get another full tablet. I've been using it. Oops. And we put you here. We need to get Spark on it, and then I need to lock it. And you're going to pick up empty tablets. Okay, so let's get a full tablet since that's goofed. And then we need to configure this comparator to only request when it's reached a certain level, so it's not constantly requesting. And this mod I love. This I think will give me a 12. Yes. Might need to be less than 12. Anyway, that says dominant, right? So that should be everything except for configuring that and putting sand in the hourglass. All right. Ooh. Okay. I think this needs to be more than... Otherwise it'll blink too fast and it might leave the piston, the block behind. Let's grab some sand. Let's do 20 seconds. I can put this back on. And go. Now, are you configured to, yep, empty into mana pools? That's something I forgot. I bet there's no sparks nearby. Nope, you're connected. Okay, so that one isn't quite right then? It must be. It's not finding this exact tablet. Let's go get a different one since I just threw that one into the void. This is the struggling bit, because if it uses even a tiny bit of this mana that's in the mana tablet, it doesn't count as a full tablet, and yeah, things go to heck. Let's try again. There, it requested one. Yay! So what we can also do now that I know that it's requested one, let's put this one in here and let it use that one up too. And you should be filling up. Why not? Why aren't you filling up? Oh, because it's currently... I won't need to do that anymore. Is the Okay, how far away are you? Are you within range? There's a pool here underneath here too, so I'm wondering. I'm wondering if I need to just get rid of this. Anyway, let's reboot our system here and get it working again, because otherwise our Spectral Lotus is going to stop. Did that do it? No. Nope. There we go. That did it. Much better. Now let's see if it resumes and starts placing the white wool. Come on. Okay. There it goes. Yay, colored wool farm fixed. Woohoo! We're still alright. We've got plenty of wool for our Spectral Lotus to munch on and make us some more mana. Great. Great, great, great. Okay, so that's fixed. Yay. Can you tell how laggy my world is now with all this stuff running? That's life. Even tech mods of a only tech variety always do that. Come on, world. Let's see how we're doing as far as getting the next tier of potato. Oh, we still have quite a ways. We've got 4. We need 9 to get even, we need to get 9 of those. We have a couple more craftings before we can get to the Galactic Potato. Our tree farm is doing wonderfully. The munch dews are eating all the leaves. That's great. I did tell you, I did increase it last time. There are 4 munch dews now. So there's that. Got our lava eating flowers here, and then we can probably, once the rabbit regains, because the carrots must have been stopped for quite a while, once we've regained more rabbit over at the rabbit farm, we'll be able to change more of these over to rabbit and steak, because that is the max saturation nutrition for the Gormorillus in 112. And then we can do 6 more over here, and probably a couple in the middle if we need to. I mean, we don't need any of this. Yeah. Might be nice to relocate our chicken farm at some point over with to the mod side of the world. We need to put the mobs over there. Could probably get rid of these sheep, although they're kind of like the backup sheep, but I don't need the backup sheep anymore. Pigs are useless. We don't need any pig products for anything Botania related. So, hey Anima! And the villagers, I don't know what if I'm gonna do them or not. I don't know. What the? Where did you come from? Did you jump off from up here somewhere? I I don't know. Huh. Okay. I don't know. Let's try to get... How many levels do we need to combine? Are we needing to get more books? We need a Bane of Arthropods 4 to make that 5. We need to get to power 5. These two should go together. Let's see. Fortune 4 costs 35. Okay, so let's go grab some levels. And let's not forget our project boxes. Because you know I'll forget where they are. Okay. So we also should see, I'm pretty certain this is full. Yeah. Oh, we must need to upgrade a couple of these. Yep. Anyway. Do we have anything in here? Let's put the tomes in there. We're still trying to get a mending book. I don't know if that's a dungeon drop. Is a mending book something that can be found in a dungeon? Don't know. But we need an upgrade. Do I happen to have... I have a structure thing, so we could probably go grab... I could just do the gold that's over here. And we'll do gold. So let's do that. And some sticks. Alright. And the one we need to upgrade is that one. Apparently we have a bunch of melons too. Melon seeds. We're gonna just chuck those over the side. Coal is useful. Quit hitting me. Okay. Let's take a look at these again. And what we want is power. We have a power 5 book. Fantastic. That'll make that easy. And then was it Bane? Bane of Arthropods 4. We have a 5. That'll help us get that one. Do we happen to have mending? No. Bummer. Alright, so the way I get XP these days is I just come over here and break the rosas. And then just we'll wait for some XP. Shouldn't take us too long to get to 35. I don't need those either. So, how has everyone's week gone? Good, bad, okay. Hi, Golden Lion. Good to see you. Five weeks of vacation now. Fantastic. We're at 32. I'm waiting for the Delta variant that has caused a lot of issues in this area to kind of die down a bit before I even want to crawl out of my hole again. I am vaccinated, as I have shared with you guys, but the breakthrough rate, even though it is small, is enough for me to just be really hesitant to want to do anything around other people at this point. So I'm just very, very, very cautious. I'm one of those, I'd rather avoid people than chance being mildly sick, because who knows. Yeah. No thanks. Hey, Darkwing! Yeah, well, the US, a lot of parts of the US, where I live, it just creeped into high status last week. But I have a feeling next Monday when they put out a new update, it's going to be a higher still. I live in what they lovingly call a red state, but that just means that we vote primarily Republican. Not happy about that personally, but I didn't choose. I've lived here my whole life, so you put up with it. And unfortunately, vaccines have become a very politicized thing here. And if you are a Republican, you're less likely to want the vaccine or think that it's helpful or believe all the anti-vax stuff about it. Anyway. I highly doubt I'm just down the street from you. I live in the Midwest. Does that help, Golden Lion? See? Not down the street. Oh, the books we wanted. We want to join these two. We now have Fortune 4, and we can put it in our finished pile. We'd have to get another 35 levels to combine these, but we needed, so we can get rid of those because we have a Power 5 and we have a Bane of Arthropods 5. So let's take those out. Oh, nope. Okay. There we go. There's one done. And that should put us closer. Yep, 23 out of 27. I'd have to make a list of all the enchantments again to know perhaps which ones we need to get the 6 more. Because we've only got 4 here. We need spikes. Oh, and fire aspect. Do we need fire aspect? Guess so. Yep, we need fire aspect. Okay, I don't like that the fire aspect one has Bane of Arthropods on it as well, so we might want to find one that's just that. But that's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What are the other 2? We've got mending that we still don't have, so that makes 6. I have no idea what the other one is. I have both of the curses. I don't know. I'd have to. We're gonna be struggling with that one, I think, when we get to it. Let's put our flowers back. So we did one of those. That helps. That helps. Everything helps. All right. Mana glass crafting we could do. Otherwise we have to keep manually doing it. And that, oh, the reason I've been hesitant about that is because we're running out of space. Over here where it would be prudent to put, we could put it where the duping is at. I don't believe glass is a dupable thing. Nope. So we could put it over here and have it, it'll be along the bottom like this one is. And get mana glass over here. The only other option for mana glass would be trying to tie it into that pool. I don't like that. How are we on cooked rabbit? Yeah. Alright. Ooh. Something glitched here at one point. Huh. Okay, well, we'll leave that alone for now. Did it happen last week and I didn't notice it?